Hey guys, it's Hayden here making another video. Today, I want to talk about stages of growth. Um, so, for those of you who have been watching recently, um, I have been processing and integrating stress and navigating work stress and school stress. And so I just wanted to talk about stages of growth in the sense of how stress can be a catalyst for change and a catalyst for growth. And this is something I kind of chatted about with somebody recently around how the suffering and the challenge that life presents to us actually creates the changes, can create change and transformation. So for me personally, in my experience, I'll go through stages of growth. So I'll have an experience where I will kind of have an understanding or an awakening to a certain thing or concept or an idea that kind of changes the way or changes the paradigm of how I'm interacting with the world. And that leaves me in a state of kind of a sense of mastery, a sense of understanding, a sense of knowledge. And then as my knowledge in that kind of caps out or levels out, then there's kind of usually a dip into a new stress or a new challenge that kind of arises. And then there's a feeling of going backwards. So a feeling of oh, I've actually lost ground. Um, and for those of you who are here for psychosis recovery, that's something that I noticed in my recovery is I feel like I would take two steps forward and then one step back. And so it can feel that way. And just because it feels that way doesn't mean it's true. And so that's kind of, I feel like I just came out of a cycle of growth to where I had a lot of stress and I had a lot of pressure. And so now I'm kind of having understanding and perceptions and different ways of relating with that information that allows me to move forward with less stress and more tools in my toolkit. And so, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that and the kind of the tug of war between feeling good and well and the feeling of not knowing if you're in the right spot and having ambiguity and unsure and doubts and stuff. The tug of war between those two things I feel creates a sense of growth and development and allows you to move forward in life, or at least that's been my perception. Life kind of throws challenges at you and you got to figure out how to deal with them. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with that. I've also had deeper kind of curiosity into the thoughts and emotions that arise within me. And so I feel like I've been, well, it's not that I feel I've literally started meditating more recently. I'll take breaks from meditation where I don't really use it as much, and then times where I meditate more. And I'm in a cycle of meditating right now where I'm really interested in my internal process, what emotions come up, what thoughts come up, and just being able to sit with that and sit with that process unfolding. Um, and I think in the past, I've gone through different stages where I've meditated, had insights, and then I have to like integrate those. I definitely feel like I'm at like a another level of depth of like intimacy with myself where I feel um, like feelings of like love and care and curiosity in ways that I haven't before towards myself. And so as my responsibility in life increases and my knowledge increases and my ability to perform well in the job that I have, that increases my confidence to a degree and gives me an understanding of that um, that the work I do and the impact that I have is actually like it's profound. Like there's a lot of feedback that I'm getting that the work that I'm doing has an impact. And so I think there's a part of me for a long time and still now that the work that I do isn't enough or that I need to do more or that it's not good enough. Um, and so allowing some of that feedback and allowing some of that like confidence to settle in is is an interesting process to like kind of witness that and see how that's unfolding. Because I think I also conflate the the idea of confidence and egotistical and arrogance. And so I think that like if I feel confident, that means I'm like arrogant, which is obviously not true. So being able to navigate the difference between confidence and arrogance um, is something that I'm currently working on right now and exploring that theme and like especially with like the feedback that I'm receiving from the work that I do and the um, and just spending time with myself in an intimate kind of meditative state. So sort of navigating those and seeing how those what that produces. Not really sure exactly how that's going to unfold, but I'm engaged in that curiosity and observation process. So that is, I think, all I have for today. Maybe I'll check in tomorrow, or maybe I won't. Depends on how much work I have. But yeah, that's where I'm at. And thanks for tuning in, and hopefully it resonated with you on some level. So, all right. Catch you in future videos. Bye for now.